Hi, I'm Allison Bobbitt, and I own Bobbitt and Bell, and I'm here to answer your baking questions.
How do I store cookies to keep them fresh and soft for a long time?
Best way to do it actually is to put in a little slice of just like Wonder Bread, like some nice white loaf bread in there. The moisture in it will actually go into the cookies over time. If you don't have that, you can just do like a damp, I'll sometimes put a little piece of saran wrap and then a damp towelette. Just damp, not too wet, and in the airtight container, it will absorb the moisture over time. Some people even use those little things that you put into brown sugar as well. So you can use one of those wet stone things too, but you really can add back in a fair bit of moisture and especially make sure that they don't get overly dry over time.
How can I add fancy touches to simple recipes?
Well, here at the shop, we love to add a little gold flake, which is something you can find. It is edible. Any recipe looks great with that. I would say some fleur de sel, like a great sea salt, if it's good for the flavor profile that you already have. Dust a little bit of that on top. It's great and adds a nice bit of texture as well. The other thing we like is like some white chocolate or even tinted white chocolate. So you can do a little drizzle and then maybe add a little bit of sanding sugar as well. That's great for the holidays.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Cabrera. I'm the co-owner of The Night Baker, and I'm here to answer your baking questions.
How can I be more forward with a special flavor without going too far with it?
If you want to explore and experiment with your flavors, I always think just go back to the source first. Go back to your inspiration and make sure that you have your flavors right. And then do a lot of trial and error and a lot of notes because it's very important for baking. It's a precise science where you have to keep your measurements intact and keep a lot of notes because every little part of your process is very important. Where if you change a little bit of the temperature, how long you mix something, the ratio of your ingredients, that's very important. So always keep track of all your steps. Experiment, that's the fun part of baking. And then that's how you know you get a good product.
How much sugar can I cut from a cookie recipe?
So how much sugar you can cut is all dependent on your actual recipe or what you're going for. If you want a crispier cookie, unfortunately, you can't really cut a lot of sugar from it. It all depends on the ratio of butter, if you have any leavening ingredients like baking powder and baking sugar. But you can't really cut it because it's what gives it texture. If you cut too much, you'll lose that crispiness that you want. But if you don't want that and you want a cakeier cookie, then maybe you can cut some, do some alternative with brown sugar and white sugar. It all depends on your preference.
Hi, my name is Melody Sari. I am the owner of Almond Butterfly Bake Shop and Bistro, and I'm here to answer your baking questions.
I have a diabetic relative, but I still really want to bake for them. What can I do?
If you are doing a cookie and you are diabetic, then what I like to do is I like to do breakfast cookies. So these ones are beautiful cookies that are made with a variety of seeds and nuts. And with a breakfast cookie, the reason why they're so great is because they have more protein in them and they also have more fiber. So if you are diabetic and you are trying to prevent your insulin from spiking and from having a blood sugar episode where it just kind of goes through the roof, then these are fantastic cookies because both fiber and protein actually slow down how quickly your body will digest a cookie, and that will keep your blood sugar a little bit more stable.
What should I do with baked goods when they don't come out right?
So let's say the cookie is maybe a little bit over baked. What you can do is, number one, you can take the cookies and you can put it in a food processor and create a cookie meal. So that's what I have right here. So this is what you can use to make a cheesecake crust. And this is our Almond Butterfly Bistro Apple Crumble Caramel Cheesecake. And we are actually using our own cookie base for this. Another thing you can do with cookies that are misbaked, and let me show you an example right here. You have this cookie, which is kind of flattened out a little bit, and this cookie, which is a little bit smaller. So in a bakery, you always want to have the products be, very consistent. So what you can do with these products is you can actually just chop them up and you can put them as a little garnish on a cupcake.